There is a monolithic need to conquer the world. It's absolutely paramount. I see myself in so many different situations, so many different lifelines of human history conquering.
Where is my mind?
Why do I see this? Why is it so affluent that my mind conceives this level of conquering? You know, you walk in the street, I walk in the street, and I'm like, if this was 20,000 years ago, that's nuts, that doesn't even work. Let's say 500 years ago, right? And I'm a Spartan, a centurion, and my biggest desire is to push on inwards. I'm pushing to see a new land. And I understand that when I go to a new era, a new land, a new people will emerge from the depths of that colony. They're going to emerge. It's not going to be with, oh, how are you doing? Did you have a great flight? It's going to be like, you came on horseback and you came here to take something. We don't know who you are. There's no internet. We can't Skype. We can't research who you are. You're here to take something from us. Therefore, we are going to initiate every single form of warfare upon you until you comply with what we say and our regulations of this land, right? The moment that happens, it's either in my court to say, yeah, we'll go ahead with it. Oh, cool, let's govern the way you govern. Or I say, no, the way I run, the way my style is conquering, and you will work with what I tell you to do. And now we've got a big war on our hands. Why do I say all of this and give this huge analogy of warfare and bow and arrows and flaming stones thrown over the brick mortars, right, of these monolithic wars built in York and Great China? It's so paramount, I love the word, that you guys understand the life and the man who is known as a Genghis Khan. I read the book, right? I'm currently deep within this book. Genghis Khan, the making of the modern world, right? Genghis Khan, if you've done your research, if you've done history at school, you understand that this man created something that was far more important than you would think. What people don't know is that his mindset, right, at the later parts of his life, the beginning parts of his life, when his first name was Temujin and his other counterpart who was his brother, is a long story of family regulation, a rise to fame, a rise to popularity, a rise to kingship, which you should read and understand more, because everything within that spectrum of gaining a king status shows how difficult and the many decisions one has to make before becoming a king, which is so detailed, intricate, and abrasive. Right, abrasive. Would you think that becoming a king is abrasive? Yeah, abrasive to some. Anyways, the biggest thing and the biggest takeaway from this, Joseph Valente says, always find one thing in a business, in anything you find, any person you meet. And the biggest thing I found was the mindset which he instilled his warriors. Every single one of his warriors had a unbreakable mindset. An unbreakable mindset. They could absolutely go for days within the mountains, riding bare horseback, making sure that they're going to get to the destination, eating raw meat, right, and just pushing through with determination, right? When they fought, it was said that they were like a thunderbolt, right? It sounded like thunder. When you heard the horses coming, the cavalry, all the people firing and moving in one direction, in one unison, it was said that you could feel the ground trembling. But then when they left, it was like dust, mist, as if they were never there. The thing he taught his warriors to do was, he said, warriors, right, his soldiers, are never to speak of death. They're never to speak of the death of other people and other warriors within their clan, right? They're never to speak of failures either. Their only prerogative is to win and see success so clearly and undoubtedly that that's all they think about. When these guys fought, it was said that you could feel that there was something else beyond them, a spirit, something else that drove them to this highest point of success. Their mindset. Can you believe that you were having mindsets way back in the day in 12, 11 or wherever Genghis Khan was, those times? Mindset has been paramount, has been so important for decades and decades and decades and decades. But for some reason now it's being lost. You know, some reason there's no fight anymore. Why? Who's saying there's no fight? It's another conversation. And the thing you need to understand is that you need to be like these warriors. Undoubtedly faithful towards success. Undoubtedly faithful towards your ability to succeed and everything you do, right? You have to be strong like an ox. These men were strong, they were husky. Of course, it was winter and they obviously maintained more fat on them to protect themselves from the cold. Therefore, why Mongolians usually have a bigger and more solid build. You feel me? Like almost like the Samoans. This is just all little counterparts. Their bodies, yes, equipped for war. Their horses were also another thing, where there were war horses, massive, right? Really massive 7-foot war horses. But beyond that, within the depths of their minds was a mindset which was unbreakable, right? How unbreakable is your mindset? That's a very interesting and a hard question to come by, because I know that there's certain things where when it comes upon me, there's a decision to be made. Yes, no, or conquer, right? What are you going to do in the future? How strong are you going to be, right, before you enter into your battle? You know, I read Robert Greene's book, 33 Strategies of War. Every day is a battle, every day is a war, and you need to figure out how you're going to do it. The one way I can suggest is undoubtedly be faithful in your ability to achieve everything you have, everything you want, and it will come to you. You are a warrior of note. Male, female, you are a warrior of note, and you need to take on that ideology that you can do anything, and by any means you will succeed. It's for your boy Man Stroke. You know what I'm say? Lego. Boom! Take that, fam.